Ta-da! 1st of October and the sun's shining. Do do do. Okay, this one is. I don't know which one I like better. I like this. It looks good. Let's go for it. So, oops, stay. Stay. Okay. So I thought I'd totally moralize this moment where I, for the first time in my life, am going to use this. Never used an ink pen before. Never tried using ink like this before, so it's gonna be really interesting. Let's go with interesting. That's a good word. I feel like that's a safe word. Hey guys, and welcome to this little bonus video. I know I said I'm not going to upload one every day of Inktober, and I'm not. It's just today I actually recorded what I did, and I thought since I had the recording, I might as well upload it. Also because I was really excited to just I just had to show something the 1st of Inktober. I'm still really excited. It's not gonna last long, so I might as well enjoy it while it is still there. Um, so for today's little uh speed paint here. I'm simply drawing a pumpkin patch. I just thought that would be nice to start with. And I wanted to include the Inktober logo in my drawing, so I kind of carved it into the pumpkin in the middle just because. And you see me working on, I had a sketch on regular printer paper, and then I transferred that sketch to food paper. I don't know what else that stuff is called, that see-through kind of paper. And then I put it onto my, what's it called? Then I put it onto the watercolor paper. Of course, watercolor paper, that was the right word I was looking for. And then I had to transfer it, all the boring stuff. The boring stuff is definitely watercolor paper. Transferring it, it's just one heck of a boring job to do, but it needs to be done, and it's a good way to do it too, because on my initial sketch things are a little bit different. I'm not totally happy with how it ended up. There are some things I wish I could have kept because I really liked the left side of my original sketch. That really looked awesome. But I had to cut some of it off, so I tried to move it inwards, and it just that looks a little cramped on that side, and the right side just doesn't look too interesting. But still, it's an Inktober piece. I tried not to fret over the details, because I just you know I just have to do an illustration every day, and I set the bar kind of high for myself this year. I'm going to do an illustration every day, and last year I simply did a sketch, but this year I'm going to make a finished illustration every day. Yes, I'm going to hate myself in a couple of days. I am going to loathe myself for making myself do that. It's a horrible idea. I don't know. Why did I come up with that? It's stupid. So I cut up my crappy watercolor paper into these neat little kind of almost A5 sized pieces of paper. I thought it was a really fitting size because I don't wanna do anything too massive every day. That would just be too much work. So I thought they had a really good size for it. And like I said, the first one here is not perfect, but I still like how it looks, and the look of ink, oh, ink has such a nice look. This India ink did not let me down. Oh my God, that stuff just looks so good. I just like that deep, deep dark color that it has is so satisfying to look at. And it was really fun to put it onto the paper with the it was fun trying to use my oh God, what's that called? An ink pen? Quill? No, not a quill. I don't think that's right. Is it? I don't know. Correct me. I have no idea. I'm from Denmark, guys. I normally speak Danish, which I'm not very good at either, so. Oh yeah, I can barely even speak my own language. Anyway, so I'm just testing the ink out on a piece of paper first because like I said, never tried using one of these before. And then I started using it on the watercolor paper, and it was, I really like the lines I can get with this. It's kind of sensitive. So if I press harder, I'm gonna get a much thicker line. That was something I had to get used to. And And another thing is to remember to actually dip it in the ink. I'm like, I'm drawing and everything's going great, and then suddenly it runs dry. I'm like, no, I'm in the middle of a really good line here. Don't make me stop. So there were a couple of mistakes where I ended up getting a weird look because I had to stop in the middle of drawing a line and just, re-dip. And yeah, it's gonna take some practice, but I really thought, I mean, I really enjoyed the first day. I had a lot of fun working with it. And besides my little ink pen here, I also used a brush that I've never used before. It's not something I actually bought. It's something I got from well, it's a long story of how I got in possession of that, but it's one of those Chinese, Japanese. Oops, I'm messing everything up. It's one of those Chinese, Japanese-ish kind of looking. I think it's Chinese. I don't know, looking brushes, and it was really good to work with. Oh my goodness, I love this brush. I cannot believe that I haven't worked with it before, and I'm definitely gonna work with it more. Definitely. That I get a nice close-up of it. It's not perfect. There are lots of mistakes, and the vines don't look as cool as I would have liked them to. But I'm gonna do a little something right now that might ruin the entire thing, so I thought I'd just get a close-up of it while it's, somewhat okay looking. And here we go. Today's drawing was just generally a really good experience, even though I ended up using way more time than I thought I would. I practically almost used the entire day doing the sketching. And so now I'm going into the last little stretch to try and make it look like there's actually something carved in the pumpkin by making it a bit darker. I was nervous about this, but I like how it came out. It's not perfect like I said before, but it's a-okay, and it's great for a first Inktober drawing, and I look forward to doing tomorrow's drawing. I hope I'm not going to spend as much time on it. I probably will. I'm going to run myself into the ground this month. I know that. I'm going to die, but I hope you guys will enjoy it, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this little bonus video. And now that really is it. I won't like put up anything new until next week. I promise. Okay, bye.